Now to getting enough to eat. Parents who have received free meals for their children from local schools will continue to see that help into the summer. NBC 26's Eric Crest found out today how the meal programs make a difference during the pandemic.
Free meals have been provided by countless local school districts to those 18 and younger for most of the pandemic, much in part due to the USDA's assistance.
When the USDA came through and said they were going to make lunch free to all the kids and reimburse us for it, it was a great thing for not only us, but the students too.
Caitlin Tarianen, Ishwaubenon Public School District's child nutrition coordinator, says when the meals became available for free, they noticed something change almost instantly.
We have actually doubled our breakfast participation in this last year since breakfast has become free.
When kids consistently have a meal, Tarianen says they focus better, they're more alert, and it takes stress off of many parents.
I think collectively as a country, we've realized how much this has benefited students.
And other school districts like in Green Bay, well, they've also noticed just how many families have benefited from being able to pick meals up, take them home, and have something nutritious in their fridge.
It surpassed what our expectations were, to be honest with you.
The director of the food service department at the Green Bay Area Public School District says they've handed out over 2.3 million meals since the pandemic began.
We expanded it from not just serving breakfast and lunch, but then we started expanding serving our dinner and also a snack.
It's safe to say countless families have benefited from programs like these, and now many school districts will be offering services through the summer.
The pandemic has not shut us down at all.
Giving away free meals to anyone under the age of 18, often multiple times a week, and sending them home on an honor system that the food will benefit our community's youth.
We're very hopeful that they continue to extend them, just because we've seen such an amazing impact on the kids.
In Northeast Wisconsin, Eric Crest, NBC 26.
A full stomach certainly goes a long way. Well, starting today, people can head to historic Lambeau Field for a COVID-19 vaccine. The Green Bay Packers are teaming up with Bellin Health and the Brown County Health Department for that mass vaccination site. The facility has the capacity to vaccinate 6,000 people in a week, and that number could grow to as many as 10,000 a week.
It's a great facility. It's a landmark in the state of Wisconsin. It has great capacity. It looks like we can do 6,000 to 10,000 a week. Of course, it's depending on supply, but that's going to be very critical to our success as a state of Wisconsin.
And the clinic will likely remain at Lambeau Field into the summer. An appointment is necessary. Speaking of the Packers, after fans learned that now former Packers center Corey Linsley was leaving to play in Los Angeles, some decided to donate the number on Linsley's jersey, that is $63, to the player's favorite nonprofit. The donations go to CASA of Brown County, which trains adult volunteers to support children who are under the legal protection of the court system.
We saw the kind of difference that it made, and it changed us, man. It changed our lives and changed our perspective on things, and we're hoping to continue that, for years and years down the road, no matter what we do.
You can see Corey and his wife there talking about that program. The donations were sparked by Packers fan and writer Andy Herman. And to find a link to donate, you can find this story on our website, NBC26.com. Well, coming up here, St. Patrick's Day 2021. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Coming up, we show you different celebrations all around Northeast Wisconsin. And on this St. Patrick's Day, a live look outside, it is our Green Bay Tower Cam. Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland has his full forecast coming up after only a 90-second break. Stay with us here.
And now your weather with Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland.
With most of us seeing highs in the mid to upper 30s earlier today, Today was the third straight day with below normal high temperatures, and it looks like tomorrow will be day number 4, at least from the Fox Valley towards the lakeshore. I'm forecasting highs to be in the mid to upper 30s. After that, we're going to warm up nicely. We will see mid to upper 40s on Friday and then 50s for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. 15 to 20 degrees above normal for this time of year. Currently, we've got a lot of 30s out there, although a few spots north of Green Bay have now dropped into the upper 20s, including Ephraim, Menominee, and Oconto. Meanwhile, we're still holding on to 36 degrees in both Watoma and Wapaka. Today was an interesting day. We had a lot of different types of weather: clouds, sun, some snow, some rain, some graupel, some sleet, and the snow was briefly heavy at times in a few locations, putting down a quick inch or so. A lot of that snow melting, though, once the snow shower pushed off towards the east-southeast because temperatures were above freezing. Tonight, all that precipitation is winding down. It was being produced by a strong area of low pressure that will continue to impact our weather tomorrow. Today, its worst weather was located to the south and east of it, where we actually still have a high risk for severe weather coming from the Storm Prediction Center. It's pretty rare that you see that. It usually means we're looking at long-tracking violent tornadoes, and we still have a tornado watch in place for much of Alabama tonight. Thankfully, no tornado warnings right now, but there are a few severe thunderstorm warnings. The same system that's giving the energy for tornadoes will give the energy for high winds here in northeast Wisconsin tomorrow, and that's why we do have that wind advisory in effect once again from Washington Island south to Sheboygan, and the National Weather Service in Green Bay just included Brown County as well, because northeast winds will be funneling down the bay, and they'll be quite strong. Generally, we'll be looking at winds gusting 40 to 45 miles per hour, but there could be a few gusts that get up to around 50 miles per hour at times, especially right near the bay and the lake. And that strong northeast wind coming in off the cold waters of Lake Michigan will keep temperatures in the 30s near the bay and the lake. Cooler near the lake for sure. Once you get well inland, away from Lake Michigan, temperatures will be a lot warmer, for the most part mid to upper 40s from Shawano south and west to Wapaka. We'll start the day with some high clouds, but those clouds will start to thin out as we move through the day, which means increasing sunshine. Eventually, high pressure builds in here for Friday, and that sunshine will warm things up nicely. Most of us getting back up into the 40s to around 50 degrees. So your forecast for tonight calls for slow clearing, and those winds will slowly pick up as well out of the north and east by tomorrow morning at 10 to 20 miles per hour. As we move through tomorrow, look for increasing amounts of sunshine, but also very gusty winds. High temperatures will range from the 30s near the lake to the 40s well inland. On Friday, sunny skies and much warmer. Temperatures return to the mid and upper 40s. We'll see mid to upper 50s on Saturday with lots of sunshine. Saturday, of course, is also the first day of spring here in the northern hemisphere. We'll see sun and clouds giving way to clouds on Sunday with highs close to 60. Enjoy the sunshine Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because next week looks gloomy. Clouds pretty much all week long with on and off chances of rain or showers, including Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. John?
Some spring showers ahead. Okay, Cameron, thanks so much. Still ahead here for us, a We're Open segment, a visit to a St. Patrick's Day celebration in Door County. It's coming up next. Well, time for a We're Open segment now, and tonight it has a distinctly Irish feel. Of course, it is St. Patrick's Day. NBC 26's Valerie Juarez went to an area pub that's certainly gotten into the spirit.
A scaled-back celebration is better than no celebration at all, which is why the Sturgeon Bay Pub is excited to continue their St. Patrick's Day festivities.
Happy St. Patty's Day!
March 17th is typically one of the busiest days of the year for one Sturgeon Bay Irish pub.
Last year on this day, sadly, we were shut down at 5 p.m. So I think we've already beat last year, so woo to that.
Is it the luck of the Irish, or could it be that people are starting to get more comfortable to be out again? For Kitty's O'Reilly's, they say business is finally starting to pick up again.
Now, our to-goes today and carry-outs actually on curbside have been huge. The phone has been ringing. I thought maybe she needed that like hook thing today. because our phones have been off the hook, which is great.
One customer says he came out because St. Patrick's Day is a holiday that means a lot to him.
It's a lot of pride involved in it, for sure, being Irish American.
And now Wyatt Davis wants to pass that pride down to his 16-month son.
My mom's and her parents, very Irish, and we always love the Irish traditions, the songs, the festivities, the food, and we just want to pass that down to the little man here.
From the corned beef and cabbage to the Guinness beer, Kitty's O'Reilly's had everything one can think of for the celebration.
With more vaccines on the way, the owner tells me they're excited for next year, as hopefully things can return to a much normal celebration. In Sturgeon Bay, Valerie Juarez, NBC 26.
So a lot of smiles, but some festivities are on pause as the pandemic continues, and in one instance it turned to a drive-through party. Today the Thompson Senior Living Center held a drive-through party for the St. Patrick's Day. More than 100 people drove through to get a goodie bag.
When we shut down, a lot of our participants became very isolated. So we thought of a unique way to do drive-through events where participants could come but stay in their cars, feel safe and welcome, and still be a presence in the community.
Hello again.
The Senior Center is still running programs during the week. No matter how you spent St. Patrick's Day, hopefully it was a lot of fun. Still ahead here for us, we have the details on Aaron Jones' new contract with the Packers. Plus, game day is approaching. We check in with the Badgers as they get ready for the NCAA tournament coming up. Sports is next.
And now sports with Brandon Kinnock.
A look inside Mackey Arena, where Friday the Badgers will play North Carolina in their first-round NCAA tournament game. Wisconsin a couple days ahead of that game, hitting the practice floor this afternoon. The Badgers aren't exactly scorching coming into that matchup with one of college basketball's all-time best programs. They ended the year losing 6 out of their last 8 games. But you know the drill this time of year. March Madness and all its one-and-done glory is pretty much a season of its own. Even though Greg Gard's squad hasn't been playing its best basketball as of late, the Badgers are optimistic they can win, and win quite a few games in this new season.
The one thing about the tournament, it really doesn't matter what you've done prior, because it's only about it's one game, so it's not a series, and that's the thing that makes this. Why that sign, that's the banner that's behind me, March Madness, because it's just the 40 minutes. So regardless of whether you come in